This is Red All Over's instant reaction to Darryl Clark's first home league win of the season, 2-1 to the Super Reds. So, Andy, before we pass over to our guests, what a start. First half an hour, how amazing were we? What amazingly great football were we playing?
It was nice to see us on the front foot, wasn't it? Because there's been a few times when we've sort of felt our way into a game, but this time we were straight at it. Had a couple of good chances that we didn't get on the end of properly. That was a shame. Goalkeeper made a good save or two. But what a finish, you know. Keeler done is there, and he's pulled it inside and just stroked it into far post. You know, what a lovely goal, and great for him. 11 minutes, great for him. You know, it's always good on your debut to get a goal like that, and he showed his worth. You know, he made man of the match, and I can see why he deserved that. You know, he did well throughout the match. Wide on left, and he moved here, there, and everywhere. So well done to him. And then, of course, we did our obligatory, again in first half, our obligatory Keystone Cops. Fred Carno, I'm not sure if Fred Carno at defence or at goal, but between us, we're at it.
No Charlie Caroli?
They were all making a mistake. Charlie Caroli were there and all. I expected it to be super fast like Keystone Cops. So we give them a goal, and that were a big shame because
they didn't deserve it. They
didn't deserve it, but you know, you don't always get what you deserve, and you know, they plugged away. Promise up front, we were told he were good, he were raw, but he were good, and he were a handful and a half. So, and then of course, second half, we had a few minutes, and then we set about him again, and Adam scored a great goal. It was from the mercurial buzzer across to the magician, and boom! I'll show you. He went like, get in, and then I don't know what happened. He got injured. Adam got injured and come off. So that was a shame because Adam was doing alright, and he gets on end of things like that. You know, he's scoring for fun at the minute. But it gave Josh Benson a chance to come on, and it was lovely to see him play and not get injured. He got clattered once and got up. Thank God he got up. And had a good game. When he came on, had a good game. There were a few sloppy passes in midfield. Luca weren't at his best passing at times. And then, you know, halfway through the second half, not sure quite what happened, but you know, they put a crossing, it was going to far, and somehow, I'm not quite sure, Corey O'Keefe decided to put a threepenny bit header into it, or for Joe, because he wouldn't understand what threepenny bits are, a 50p piece header. It goes like that and it goes that way. Threepenny bit header, you know, threepenny. Anyway, Alan will understand what a threepenny bit is.
Yeah, got to be a certain age.
And that could easily have been a goal, but it was a good block by Gaga, so redeemed himself if he had something to do with first goal.
It's very Peter Schmeichel-esque, don't you think, when he gives it
He's
the arms
spread
and
it.
legs?
And then again, their player out top wing fell down, got up and he still got, and was still ploughing his way through. And Keystone Cops, somebody, we're screaming, somebody kick it, and it was tip tap tip. Oh, but they didn't score from it. So, and I wouldn't say that we held on. I think they were, you know, quite rightly lobbing it forward, getting it down wings off at top, and it had worked for them a couple of times in first half, and they were doing that. So, you know, well done to them. They made a good game of it. They are not a poor team. They're a pretty decent team. But it's good to see that we got the first home win in the league for a long time, and truthfully, richly deserved.
Agreed. First of all, Joe, it's lovely to have you back. It's exactly more or less a year since you decided that this was a little bit much at the time for you.
I just left you all.
Just completely ditched us.
No.
But it's lovely to have you, and
lovely to be back, guys.
Lovely to be back.
Oh.
So first of all, what did you make of the game before you have your little say about?
He's actually ended it, mate. That's the first for Andy. Usually I'm trying to go it off him.
That says something. So we were talking just before how intricate and how such good football we're playing at the minute, and how great it is. After last year where we were very pedestrian at times, just the intensity that we're playing with. How are you thinking the season's gone so far, and what about today?
It's just completely different. I mean, you look at last season, and we won quite a lot of games, to be fair, league table, we finished in playoffs, but the football at times was really hard to watch. This season, it's brilliant. It's that slick passing, it's attacking, it's on the front foot all the time. I've said that having Darryl Clark is brilliant. I think he's going to be a really gaffer for I said it when he came in, and so far he's proven us right. I just love it. I love his sort of down to a hard working mentality with the team. I thought Luke Connell, Craig, Hildon, just passing in that little area. It was just so good to watch. And then Bazzarat just attacking on it. Barry got it brilliant today.
Yeah, they seem to play with a bit of sort of flair and they're relaxed. They seem quite relaxed, I think, and open to make a mistake, which is not a problem in the right areas. But yeah, do you think sort of the way he's changing the team around as well, because he's quick to make the substitutions and quick to change things if things aren't working?
Yeah, definitely. I think that now we've got a couple of strikers who've been talking about it, haven't we, all summer? It took us long enough, but now we've got Killadon in, obviously got Humphries to see what he brings as well. We've got that strength up front. I think everywhere else we're looking good, and we've got a bit of strength in depth as well. Lofthouse coming on. I thought we were brilliant again.
Unlucky not to score.
Unlucky not to score. To be honest, he should have shot. I'm shouting shoot. He's trying to pass, bless him. But I'm thinking, you've took on too, man. You're all right, have a go, mate. But, I thought we played really well, and you've got that little bit of strength in depth now. So yeah, for me, I'm buzzing with how it's going so far, and just really enjoying performances. Like, you come out, and even if we aren't, obviously we want to win, and when we win like today, it's brilliant. But just really enjoying football we're playing.
And that's working with the crowd, because I think last season we were flat for probably 9% of the season. It was pretty quiet in there. Whereas today, as the game went on, the crowd were coming, and obviously Keeler Dunn's even got a song already. Barry's his songs getting there, but yeah, the crowd's it's getting there, isn't it? The atmosphere's starting to build back up again, which is good to hear.
Yeah, and I think that, like you said, the players just look relaxed. They look like they know what they're doing. Obviously, there's a little defensive error there. Andy said everything he used to say on that. For me, in prediction competition, I had 2-1, so I can't criticise that defensive too much because it got me 3 points in prediction competition. Only kidding.
Trust in me, Joe. Trust in me.
We do need a bit more communication at back, but that comes over time. These lads are quite newly playing together, but yeah, I'm just buzzing at me now. I'm absolutely, loving coming to it while I'm watching it.
And in yourself, you also look very happy.
Yes, completely different.
Great to see you back, and great to have you back again.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to say a massive thank you. I've said thank you to everybody who supports the show. Thank you for supporting all these guys who've been doing an incredible job this last year since I left to be the worst at the beginning of the season. But yeah, obviously I was struggling with really bad anxiety at the time, waking up like 2-3 in the morning, just full of fear and everything. So I'll keep it brief, but feeling a lot better, got some help for it. And I really think that if anyone is in that situation, please, I just would say just seek out and get some free help, because there shouldn't be any reason why people can't get that help. It's made a massive difference to me. Faith carrying me through here. Feeling good. Let's get back to football.
It's a year ago. It's a year ago today that he walked away, or in my speak, we got short. Finally. Took a while, but we got short.
Dragged me out to do it, didn't you?
Took a bit to do it, but no, it's good to see you.
It's brilliant what you guys have done for us here. I really appreciate it.
Alright, that is enough. Let's go back to the football.
Yeah. So back to the football, moving on. So we're with Stephen who's next week. We're not going to do too much, guys.
Having a moment.
Man love. We're not going to talk too much about Stephen because we'll do obviously a preview show. But confident going away next week?
I'm confident in every game at the minute. The way we're playing, feeling like we're going into it. I think we can win. Obviously, third in league. What a start to say we were looking like in front. We were had a race there.
So Keeler Dunn, obviously your name's studying and talking to go and play, and he won't come in, and he has, and he was outstanding today. Not that I'm putting the knife in and twisting it a little bit, but I am.
Poor Izzy. I've got this for you, Izzy. I've got these for you, love.
But it was class today. Would you have agreed man of the match, or are you going somewhere else?
It could easily be, couldn't it? It could be a number of them. For me, I think Matt Craig was superb in the centre midfield. He broke everything up, and he set things going. So very close. A number of them. He could have been the Mercurial. He could have been the Magician. But I'll say I'll just be different. I think Matt Craig, great game.
Yep.
I was going to go Matt Craig as well. I thought it was exceptional.
Listen. I go 2-1, you go 2-1. I go Matt Craig. You've got to do something different.
We're going to go Matt Craig, but I'm not going to, because we're between two players for me. We're between Matt Craig and Barry Cotter, who I thought were everywhere today. Bless him. On about 30-40 minutes, he had to have a breather because he'd been running around that much, he'd not stopped. I thought it was brilliant. And I were really close to getting it to Craig, but then when Barry came up at the end and gave it the old wait, I'm like, right, that's it, Barry, you're having it today.
Yeah, no Donovan, so he had to sort of take on his mantle,
took on the mantle, so fair play Barry Cotter, man at match for me today.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, I was actually going to go on Matt Craig as well, not copying.
Oh, chin.
I actually think generally across the side we played really, really well as an 11 and subs. I thought Josh Hill did very well. I thought Matt Roberts kept the centre forward, who was a handful, quiet. He had some really good performances, and Keelan Dunn was everywhere. The energy that he showed throughout the game I thought was outstanding, and clearly is going to be a real asset for the rest of the season.
I'd just like to say on Monday night I'm doing an away end with the Mercurial, keep using that, Matt Farley. I'm doing his show and then he's doing our show, and then presumably the Tuesday or Wednesday we got the part-timers on, so it'll be Josh, Craig, Alan and perhaps Jane, or maybe you, I don't know.
No,
you're away like
Jane,
that.
I think Jane.
So it'll be 4 part-timers doing it, so that's something to look forward to. Give me a bit of stick.
And of course it wouldn't be a show, would it, if Andy didn't make some sort of commercial thing about himself or his own show or his merch or something.
When it's put up, have a look at click on merch and have a look at some great merch. The wrong un, that's a winner. The wrong un's a winner, and they think it's red all over. It is now for away end. It's going to sell like hotcakes. Get in quick.
And on that note, we will close that show with get your merch, get your comments in below. What a start! We are, what are we, third, did you say?
Third, yeah.
I mean, there are only 3 games today, but points on the board, they all count. You Reds!
Hi, this is Andy, Joseph and Annie from Leeds. This is Annie's first ever game. I think it was a good one. You met Barry Murphy, didn't you?
Met Barry, got his autograph, said I was lucky, we won, Barry.
We won at home. What more do you want to? What more do you want? It's a great win. It was great passing round. First few minutes we're looking like best team in the world with tiki-taka football that we were playing. Keelan Dunn, great first half, great first 10 minutes with his goal. The back heel for his assist is absolutely phenomenal. Second half of the first half, it was said we begin to drop off, and Pines made that sort of put us down for the second half. Really, we ended up with Selena making big save, and luckily that didn't bring us down for the rest of the game. We managed to get that goal. That all we needed was to we've got it.
Yeah, I think that was overall a good performance. I think we made hard work of it, considering I think how superior we were for most of the match. We're very unlucky. I mean, being a goalkeeper is a very lonely place when you make a mistake. But he did make up for it with a point-blank save. There were some good performances in there. Barry Cotter ran his blood to water. The new guy, Dunn, he did very, very well. I thought Roberts commanded defence generally very well. So there was some good performances. Josh Benson, it was nice to see him back playing okay as well. We deserved that win, but as usual, we made it a little bit harder than we should have done. But you Reds.
I like the style that Darrow Clark is trying to introduce, and that's playing at pace, pass, move, and there was a lot of that, a lot more than I've seen for quite a long time now. The goals were good, and I think we should have probably finished it off before we did. And it was interesting to see the change that was made at half time, because it looked to me like Pines and Roberts were getting in each other's way quite a bit in the first half, and we looked a lot more balanced with having Earl as a left side centre back, and Corey O'Keefe came in and did a job, which was excellent. I thought there were some great performances. My man of the match was actually Matty Craig, who I thought looked absolute class, probably the best player on the pitch in my opinion, but there were a lot more very good performances, and it was very, very pleasing to see how well Josh Benson played. I saw him in the under-21s for an hour this week, and he looked very sharp, and he looked very sharp when he came on. and I think this competition for places now is really raising one or two people's games, especially him and Cosgrove. So yeah, all in all, very satisfied. Made a little bit hard work of it, should have scored a lot more goals, but very encouraging for the games ahead, which are not easy by any means.
Yeah, so 100% record for me. I watched them beat Sheffield United the other day, and we beat Bristol, so it's good. Pretty good performance, other than the boxing with the goal. Hopefully onwards and upwards. We're obviously going to go to Manchester United.
What about a mention for number 14?
Oh yeah, well played to the new striker. Excellent game. Probably could have got more, but in the end we can't complain.